Asshole!
Oh, actually did start now. Okay, so yeah. Do you remember your overall mission?
Yeah,
Oh,
we've got to.
were we trying to find something?
No.
We were trying to bring peace, weren't we?
Yeah, we're trying to create some. We're trying to rebuild our biodome thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need the cat people to agree to us building it on a new site.
Because the
But
dog
they-
people trashed the last one.
Yeah, because the dog people trashed the last one. But the problem is, the cat people want us to be allies in their fight with the dog people, but we're diplomatic and don't really want to take sides totally. Especially if the dog people see that we're allies with the cat people, we want something from them. It might affect us negatively in our overall mission. There was something more than building a biodome, because there's scope, isn't there? We wanted to do something else on the planet, cultivate some other shit or something.
But did we have to do the biodome first? Because that's
Yeah,
why we went there first, didn't we?
Yeah. We got all our seeds back.
Mm-hmm.
We rescued all our seeds from the assholes.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. So you are currently standing in front of 3 K99s. That's what you guys called them. And as far as your translator AI is concerned, that's what their name is.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, as I said, Keanu, you're hidden. So the other two guys, how did you want to approach this? Two of them are loading and preparing to fire this cannon-like device, and the other one is pointing a crossbow at you.
So let's all raise our arms and shout, "We come in peace!"
Yeah. Can we do that? But how quick am I with weapons? Can I be all oh, don't shoot, but would I have time to be pull my gun out if I needed to?
Well, I'm
It depends on initiative.
my laser pistol. I'm hidden with my laser pistol ready.
Mm.
So if they try and shoot you, I will shoot
You
them.
can get them.
Yeah, I will get them first.
Thanks, babe.
That's all right. And I didn't know if I'm set to stun, wound, or kill. I don't know. I don't remember how we left it.
You can choose.
I know I can choose, but because initially we all set our weapons before we got on the channel. Before we got,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I think we set it to stun them.
Okay, I'm probably set to stun. Let's go with stun.
Cool.
Okay, let's go then.
Mm-hmm. Does one of you want to, one of the two that are, let's say, in negotiations, want to roll integration to see if you can... You haven't had any contact with these, but you've had a bit of contact with the phalanx, so maybe you could try some of their body language, try and pick up what's going on and try and imitate it, because they're not going to understand you if you just talk to them.
Okay. I've only got a 1. I'm practiced in integration.
Integration. Integration. I'm trained.
Cool. You go for it.
Cool. So green and yellow. Brown and yellow. Daddy wants some new shoes.
I need to give you difficulty dice.
Oh.
I'm going to say it's a red and a purple.
Oh. That was a good roll. Can I keep that?
It's only a practice. I'll let you decide I'll let your moral compass choose whether you want to keep those or not.
Oh, god damn it. So what do you want? A blue and a purple?
Yeah.
A cross and a blank.
Sorry, a red and a purple against your integration. which is
Right.
green and yellow.
Red, okay, red and purple against.
It's a shame I'm in the bush because I'm actually mastered in negotiation.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Was that a roll?
I want to say no.
That's better.
There we go, that's a roll.
Okay, so that is blank on your green. 2 ticks cancel out the 1 cross, so you succeed, but with 2 disadvantage. So you've managed to convey that you're not hostile by raising your hands and speaking in soft tones. It's very intimidating having these weapons point at you, so I'm going to have you lose 2 morale for those 2
What, each?
disadvantage. No, just Arnold here. They start, initiated by the one holding the crossbow, they start speaking in a language that you don't understand, but they continue to load the cannon device with some kind of large boulder.
Can I try and charm them?
How would you play that out?
Da, da, da.
Exactly like that, yes.
How much charm have you got?
I'm mastered in charm.
Oh, yes.
Very charming lady.
Charm them, charm them.
I'm not really sure how exactly I would play it out. Maybe I'd do some sort of weird charming mime at them. Hopefully we'd understand that.
The dog's like, scratch one of their butts.
Sniff one of their butts.
Scratch the butt, yeah.
There's a fairly significant distance between you. In terms of the game, you will be at long range to each other. Do you want to put pieces on the map? Would that help you?
Yeah.
Could we ask Keanu's character if they're able to understand any of the language? Because if you're adept in.
You've not even heard this before. It's completely alien.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I use my fate token?
Uh,
Now be time to use a fate token.
You can use it. I but still want you to describe though how you're going to charm them. And if you use your fate token and it's not an explosion, if it's a smiley face, then it will definitely work, no matter how ridiculous.
Do you have any bones you could give him? Didn't you find a dead body earlier? Did you take any bones?
I'm going to charm them. I'm going to charm them by a dance. Because I'm gonna go, like, I've got my hands up in thingy, and then I'm just gonna change it into a little crazy sort of weird Charleston dance routine to show that I'm like harmless, and that's how I'm gonna charm them.
Okay.
I think that would work.
Thank you. I hope so.
So I'm going to put these guys here. So these 2 are loading a cannon.
Okay.
I'm going to have this as the cannon. We're going to call it a cannon, but it's a device of their own making that fires projectiles. So
It's like a hydraulic pooper scooper that flings shit at you.
so they're on the cannon. This guy's got a crossbow.
Okay.
And you guys are at long range. So let me remind myself of my own rules. Okay, long range is 5 to 20 hexes, which is about 100 meters.
We're at 10.
10's fine. Yep, I'm happy with that. And then if Keanu's off to, I imagined it being their right, but if it's up to you. And there will be a wall here which has a breach. Unfortunately, I can't draw on these maps.
Where do I need to go?
Right.
Maybe here, where my black finger is. Yeah, well there. Either way, I don't mind. So the wall will be here. Have I got any way of marking a wall?
There's lines.
Yeah, they're not permanent. I'll just use this. It's obviously not as thick as this, but oh, it's snapping.
Okay.
I'll make another one for the other side. So it only covers 2 hexes in thickness.
Okay.
But you can
So you guys
understand.
could roll out the way if they shoot the cannon at you. Cool.
That'd be good.
Yep. So you're going to attempt this dance and use your fate token.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yes, I am.
And just to recap, if your fate token is an explosion, then your floor, which is Mr. T-Rats, gets triggered. And if you remember, it's like you've got a tick and you say random Mr. T quotes.
Yep.
So this could mess you up, but it could be successful. So do you want to flip your token?
Do I not need to roll first? Okay.
No,
Hey!
that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage of the token. There's no roll.
Oh, okay.
So you've got a success. You've used that for this session now, so you can't use it again until next time.
Okay.
But yeah, your dance charms them. It at least distracts them. At a minimum, it will distract them. They are not going to fire upon you.
Good.
I can't promise that they won't fire on Arnold.
Oh.
But they definitely won't be firing at you while you're dancing, and they are currently distracted and possibly confused, possibly aroused. You don't know what the body language of this race is, but
Okay.
the guy's crossbow goes down, and the two loading the cannon stop and look at you.
Okay.
So we slowly walk towards them with our hands raised.
We want to try and get a translator chip in one of them, don't
Yeah.
we?
Do the watches do translate?
Hang on, while they're distracted, I've got great stealth. Could I sneak up and one?
Well, kill them.
No, put the translator chip in.
Oh.
And also,
So-
I've got master negotiation, so maybe if I can.
If you sneak, you're going to move half of your maximum movement in hexes.
Yeah.
So let's just check your movement was down here. 5. So did we say last time we round up? I think we did.
Uh-huh.
So to be consistent, we'll round up. So you get 3 hexes.
In.
3 hexes in stealth, and then you'd have to roll again.
Quite high risk.
I'd have to roll like 4 times to get to this nearest one.
But it wouldn't be as difficult as normal because they are distracted.
What do you guys think? I mean, we're not going to get anywhere with them until we can communicate with them.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Might as well give it a go.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you're going to get a blue dice, a bonus dice from Laura's dance every roll.
Right.
I'm not going to make Laura roll again because she used a fate token, so that's just successful throughout the whole thing until she decides to stop.
Cool.
Or,
Keep dancing, Laura.
Okay. Never gonna stop.
Never stop.
or until battle starts. If battle starts, then obviously it loses its effect. And it's going to be a 2 purple. Actually, no, it's going to be a red and a purple because of the bonus dice. Or 2 purple without the bonus dice. But I haven't used the bonus dice before, so let's do that. So all of that 4 times. You need to succeed every time. If you triumph, I'll let you move up to 5. Is that a roll?
Yeah, no, I was just practicing. Just practicing. Okay, now I'm rolling.
There we go. Okay, so it's definitely a success on that one, and you've got enough pluses to cancel out the minuses. So move 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So do I land on the third one or do I land on the fourth one?
You land on the third one. Oh, actually, that's a
Could the
bit
stealth
hard.
count going over the wall?
No, you land on the fourth one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. In the middle of them.
Get on. There we go, that one.
1, 2, 3.
No?
No, that one.
No, the one before.
Yeah.
Oh, you moved me. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, next roll.
So you land on the third one away from where you started.
Okay. Did you move me back?
I moved you back 1, yeah.
Right. I'm going to roll again now.
Ooh. So those two cancel each other out. And you have succeeded, but you've got 1 negative left over, so if you lose a morale for that, but you've got morale for days.
Big part of morale.
Flip it over.
My Zaf Brannigan going. Okay, so another 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Back again. Alright, let's roll. Let's roll, bitches. Oh, is that all cards?
It's alright, if you hold Alt on it, it writes it. So you've got 2 successes and 2 fails, so that cancels each other out, so you didn't succeed then.
Shit.
It's not a hash or a disaster, but the so the other 2 are momentarily distracted. This guy with the crossbow is going to notice you, raise his crossbow, and it looks like he's getting ready to attack. So Bobby, do you want to
Dance harder.
stop your dance? These two are still a little bit distracted, but when the battle starts, they're going to snap out of it.
Can I start like dancing sort of towards them? It's some sort of weird cheerful conga line.
I'll get behind you in the conga line.
Yeah.
What if we stun them all? What if we just shoot them now?
So your idea is, just before the battle starts, walk towards the barrel of the cannon that's just been loaded.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you to do that if that's what you want to do, but this...
I'm not sure. I'm behind you in this conga line. I'm not sure I'm doing this.
If like, I'm going to give them a lower initiative, those 2. So you'll go before them, and you'll have an opportunity to either keep dancing, but if either of the others take an action that results in an aggressive action, these 2 will snap out of it and be like, "Oh, it's a fight." But on your turn, there is a wall there to take cover and peer around and shoot. Yeah.
Okay then. Well, I don't want to stop dancing when Kelly's so close to being shot by this crossbow man.
Your dance has pretty much had its effect now. Like, it's going to lower these guys' initiative, but it's not going to... I can't imagine it doing anything else unless you can come up with something that could realistically happen.
Yeah.
What if we all start dancing?
Oh, yeah, we ought to do a dance-off.
We could do the Macarena because we do that all the time.
Yeah.
If this was a game, if this was a video game, this level would be called Combat Tutorial. So, just a clue.
Not dance tutorial.
Just dance.
What you're saying is we're going to have to fight them.
Right, that's plastic.
Yeah.
Right, I'm shooting the guy with the crossbow up. So you guys better get ready to shoot the other 2.
Cool.
1 each. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to shimmy behind this wall, then get ready to shoot around it.
Hold on then.
And I'll
We'll
go
do
behind you, like to the wall.
Well, I'm well exposed now.
We'll do initiative, which is based off of reflexes. Reactions.
Reactions.
Practiced.
Practiced.
Oh,
Where are we looking?
Near the top. First association.
and I will roll for the one
Yeah,
guy.
practiced in reactions as well. So what are we doing? Rolling 2 green dice for what?
I think that's for the baddies to see who goes first out of them.
That one in there is for the baddies. If you guys want to roll yours, the two at the back are just going to go last, no matter what.
Do we have to roll with like a purple or anything, or is it just?
No, it's just whoever gets the best. So
Dice.
Tom has literally the best you can get. What's his red dice doing?
I just threw it by accident. It's just trying to put it
Have a
away.
red dice.
Put it across the table.
So Tom's going to go first. Laura, what did you get?
2 ticks and a 1 tick.
Oh, how many have you got?
2.
Oh, you got a double tick in it. Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought you'd got the best you can get, but actually Laura's trumped you.
Yay!
Kelly,
I got a blank and a plus.
you will be going last. Well, you still be going before the guys that are completely unaware. I'm going to put the initiative up here, if you see where I am now. Along here.
Oh, okay.
See this line? So it's Laura first.
Okay.
I thought you said Kelly was going before.
She'll go before those two, but the guy with the crossbow, the one who spotted her, he's not going to be surprised by this.
Right, okay.
He's noticed something's going on, and he's lifted his crossbow.
Okay.
It's gonna fucking kill me.
So, on your turn, if you all orientate yourselves to just in front of Kelly's box.
Oh yeah.
The boys laugh immaturely. The girls like, don't know what you mean. So, if you look at the one that I'm hovering over here, you can do 2 actions on your turn. Those are suggested actions, but if you come up with something else that's an action, and it's not completely ridiculous, then you can do that. Any 2 of the actions, you can do them twice if you want. But, like, for example, Laura has already taken cover. You were close enough to the cover that you wouldn't have to move to get there. So you're behind cover now. That's going to give you, if you look in added effects, it will give them a black dice when they shoot you.
Is that bad for them then?
Yeah, black dice have only negative results on them.
Cool.
Cool.
Are you going to attack this round?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot this crossbow guy.
Have you got stun or not stun?
Oh, I can't remember if I did. Let's see.
You wrote it here on your weapon. You stole a bronze tip spear,
Yeah.
and
I did.
in your other hand you have a ray gun, so it doesn't have stun.
Okay.
Or was
Yeah,
it
that's right.
one of you two didn't have stun anyway? I know Kelly did.
I've got stun.
Keanu, sorry.
So I haven't got stun then. I've just got kill.
Yeah, laser pistol could have a stun
So-
setting, but a ray gun wouldn't. Because I'm the space master of space.
Are you happy? Are you happy with me killing crossbow man and then you can stun cannon people?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in order to attack, you
I've got a doorbell this end, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm about to run off.
Hello.
It might be that pizza we didn't order.
uh,
pizza.
so if you scroll down to the weapons section under arms,
Yeah.
and you look at the gun you've got, so for you it's a handgun / pistol,
Pistol. Yeah.
you take out the dice for that.
2 greens. Yeah, already out.
Yeah, and then to work out your difficulty,
Yeah.
go over to this board here,
Yeah.
And if you look at pistol and then the distance, you can see what negative dice you need to take. So if you're still at more than 5 hexes away, which you are,
Yeah.
it's going to be a purple and a red.
Oh God. Okay.
So if you get a disaster on this, your gun could break, or you could accidentally shoot Kelly.
Okay. I'll try and not do that.
So there's only one in 12 chance of getting a disaster.
Well, now you've said that, it's definitely going to happen.
Thanks, baby.
Okay, so
Nothing happens.
it's complete blank. So you just shoot
Randomly.
Doesn't hit anything because behind here is just like flat snowland.
Okay.
A slight gradient downhill going away from you.
Okay. So my. So it says 2 actions per turn. Can I try and shoot again?
No, you took cover as your first action.
Oh, I thought I took cover before.
No, I said roll initiative as soon as Kelly got spotted. Keanu, sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Shouldn't call you by your character player names. Bad DM. Keanu. Okay, it is Tom's turn.
Cool. So I've
I mean,
got
Arnold.
Arnold.
Oh God! Immediately after saying it. So you are trained in pistol. No, sorry, practiced in pistol.
So what? I don't have a pistol. I've only got a rifle, pulse rifle.
No, you got a laser pistol.
Oh, a laser pistol and a pulse rifle. Cool. In that case, I'm going to take my laser pistol.
Laser.
Did we decide if I can stun on this one? We said we could, couldn't we?
Yeah, you can.
Right. So I'm going to aim to stun the archer.
Okay.
So I'd like to aim and attack.
Okay, so you get a bonus blue dice for aiming.
Cool.
Or aqua, as I've so
this
not to
something that
confuse them with black.
Yeah. So I guess we need to aim. It's one of the actions, because otherwise we just.
Oh.
And then if you refer to this table and look at the distance, with long range, so that's why you might want to move in closer. You kind of got it the wrong way because Kelly's got a rifle. Keanu's got a rifle, so that would be more, slightly more effective from further away.
Oh, I've got my laser pistol card out. I thought that's what I had on.
I thought one of you took a rifle, didn't you?
I thought that's my laser pistol. That's what I flipped out of my bag. So I thought that's what I had.
You swapped
Tom got a
weapons.
rifle.
You swapped, remember?
Pulse rifle.
Tom's got a rifle out, and I've got a laser pistol out.
Yeah, before this battle, you swapped weapons. That's right. Yeah, I remember now. You were like, oh, use the stun setting on this laser, Keanu, and sneak around the back and execute them. And you swapped. So you are rifle, sorry, Arnold.
Okay, cool.
So it's one green only because you're not even practiced in it. But on the plus side, it's slightly better at long range.
Yeah. Is it green and yellow because of proficiency with pulse rifle?
No, you've got no rifle skill at all.
Is that Kelly? Kelly's
Yeah, that is Kelly. Yeah. Actually, it shouldn't be green and yellow even because you're only on green at the moment in weapons.
Right. So green. Cool. GG.
But your proficiency is actually supposed to be how many. So if you're practiced, it should say 5. So if I'll change that while you work out your roll. Don't worry.
Alright, cool.
So normally this would be Kelly's weapon, so I'll put Kelly's proficiency on.
And what's PP stand for, sorry?
2 purples.
Okay. So I'm rolling 2 purples against 2 greens and a blue because I aimed. Is that right?
Yes. 1 green because you've never used a rifle before.
Oh,
Should have checked your cards.
okay.
So if you do hit, it will be 7 damage. You have missed, but not disastrously. So yeah, another shot just goes by. Yeah, probably shouldn't have swapped weapons.
No.
Never mind.
Okay, so that's your 2 actions. Crossbow guy. He is going to be best at mid-range. So he wants to be 2 to 4 hexes away from his target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's going to move to there, and he will shoot at Keanu.
Right.
And he's only practiced in crossbow. So mid-range is going to be 1 purple. That is a success with 1 disadvantage. So you take 2 damage minus your defense, which is 2. So you take no damage.
Yay!
Um,
I'm gonna shoot that.
So
stupid dog.
For his disadvantage, the person who goes next could get a blue dice, or the no, that's it. You could make him lose morale, but you have no idea what his total morale is.
Okay.
So either a blue dice for Keanu or a minus morale. What would you guys like?
Blue dice?
Cool.
Yep.
I'll
Yeah.
take a blue dice. All right. So what are the other 2 doing? Are they just
They're going to go after you, but
right?
they've got a
depending
fully
on what
loaded cannon.
Oh fuck. Oh lordy. Well,
Do you want to retreat? Or?
You can
Sure,
you can fire and then retreat.
but I can't aim fire and then retreat.
No.
Okay. Well, I've already got a blue dice from his debris, so it's as good a roll as if I had aimed. So I'll fire and retreat then.
So you are actually practiced in pistols, so you are 2 greens,
Lovely.
being the military man that you are.
Should I shoot the guy who's about to flip and fire the cannon?
Depends, there's 2 of them, isn't there? So one of them's going to shoot. So we're probably a bit scuppered, but we're behind the wall pretty much, and it's distance, so we're probably all right.
Okay. I'll fire at the crossbow guy and then retreat then.
Because it's gonna-
Is everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Come on. Ooh,
Wow.
That's good.
advantage.
Did you take your other dice? You didn't.
The blue.
We're going to have to do shots for miss rolls, aren't we?
What?
Shot. Ended in about 3 minutes.
Have I done wrong?
You need to refer to this sheet to see. So pistol, I think you're at mid-range because he was from you. So it's 2 purple.
So you can just keep those and throw 2 more purple because they're good.
Oh, are they good though?
Yeah.
It turns out they are. You could get more ticks than that. That's what I was suggesting. It is possible to get a maximum of 5 ticks with those dice. But yes, you succeeded with an advantage. So if you look right in front of your character box, the middle tablet, I've given you some examples of how to use your advantage, especially during combat. So if you hold Alt over it, it'll straighten up and magnify.
Gain morale, encourage an ally, give enemy setback dice, damage enemy equipment.
So you've got one advantage at the moment, so you could do something on the top line.
Give a player bonus dice. We gain 1 morale.
You've got quite a lot of morale, haven't you? You're alright.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll give someone a bonus dice.
Okay, so then
Whoever next can have a bonus dice.
the next player to go after you, which is Laura, will get a blue dice.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honeypot.
Okay. And then you hit as well. What is your pistol damage? Damage 6, apparently. I don't remember, but I'm going to presume that you were all honest in your damage rolls. And that's at crossbow guy. Okay, let me just give him his HP before I take it off him. One of these guys, I'm not going to tell you which, but one of them is slightly better than the other two.
No. I think it's crossbow guy.
So, as you look at these guys, they're wearing various medieval style metallic armor, like plate mail, chainmail. It looks not professionally made, not like very well crafted, and when you fire a laser into it, these tokens love falling through the table. When you fire your laser into it, it hardly absorbs any of it. Most of it goes through and smashes this guy in the abdomen. And he recoils in pain, but he's still standing.
And then you've got to retreat, haven't you?
Yes.
How far are you allowed to?
I can move 5, can't I? Can I get behind the wall?
Yeah, I think so, Blockbusters.
Right.
So that guy was wearing something similar to chainmail, links of, but the chains are much thicker. They're like big chain links, but made into a vest.
Okay.
If someone wanted to use an action to do perception, you'd get more information about these guys. At the moment, you're just chaotically running around and firing without really taking it in.
Oh.
But that costs the action.
It would cost one of your action points. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
The cannon people are.
Cannon people.
Well, that's
Sorry,
a shame.
I'm fiddling about behind my DM screen. So this guy is going to use his first action to aim, and he's going to aim the front of the cannon at Arnold.
That's me.
The one that's not hiding behind the wall. And then he's going to 1, 2, 3. He's going to go here and put his hands over his ears. And then this guy. Oh.
Didn't I conga behind behind Laura?
It's harder than it looks. Maybe shouldn't have messed with the aim. This guy's going to set it ready to fire. From what you see from the hole in the wall, this is not just a bunch of rocks. It has some kind of either spread effect or explosive effect.
Sure.
So he's going to light the fuse and he's going to run in the opposite direction and cover his ears. And then it is back to Laura.
I guess I should roll perception then.
Entirely up to you. Don't let me sway you on that.
Are they going to be like within range now? They're hidden behind the wall. Can I still potentially shoot them?
You'll be at long range with a pistol, which you've seen isn't very good, but you have got a blue dice.
Yeah.
So if you aimed, you'd get a second blue dice. So you'd
Okay.
have a chance.
I'm going to do that then. I'm going to aim and I'm going to shoot.
Yep, at the crossbow guy.
No, at this guy.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So
Okay, as long as you're not 20 plus, you can fire.
Purple and a red.
Purple and red, and whatever
two
you are
green.
in pistol. And then if you aim, get an extra blue, which you have. And if you hit... Oh, yeah, that's one for you as well, Kelly. If you hit, mark that you hit once with the pistol. I just looked back at the camera. Nap time. Yeah, you've hit once in pistol, and when you've hit 15 times, you go from practice to trained.
I got a success.
Yay!
I think.
Yeah, and one advantage. No, 2 advantage, I think. So that
One.
that and that
That cancels that one.
cancels.
Oh,
Sausage
one
one.
advantage.
That was a thing. I messed that one
Yeah.
up. That cancels that. Yeah, 1 advantage and 3 successes. So with bonus successes, you can do bonus damage.
Bonus damage.
So you've succeeded, and so you use that one to pay for the shot, and then you've got 2 more successes, so you can add 2 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And you've got 2 advantage, so you can look on the table or do something equivalent to those. But yeah, you can encourage an ally, giving them 1 morale, or you can pick a person and give them a blue dice on their next go. So you could even pick yourself and give yourself a blue on your next go.
I'll give Tom a blue because he's going next. So
Yay!
Then you've got 1 advantage left if you wanted to regain a morale.
yes, I will do.
Yeah, just to say now, so you don't like pull me up on it. Like, oh, don't tell us all the rules. It's you can't give someone 2 blue dice for 2 morale.
Okay.
If you want to spend 1 morale to give 1 blue dice to the next person, that's fine. But then you can't spend another morale to give a person a second blue.
Advantage.
Okay.
A blue, yeah, you can't spend another advantage to give them a second blue.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
You can only have 1.
Yeah, you can only pass 1 to the next person.
So how did I figure out how much how much damage did I give him with my gun?
So written on your gun is the number of damage. 4.
That's my spear.
Oh, where's your gun?
Yeah. 6.
Okay, let's tidy this up. So your damage is 6. And your proficiency is... You could put... It's up to you. It's not green-yellow, it's green-green. But if... Yeah, you can write it like that if you want. You've put uses 5. So to level up to green-yellow, you need to hit... that number needs to get to 20, so you can change that to 6 now. That's what I was saying with you, Gilly. Because you've successfully hit, remember to mark it off. You've hit once with your pistol. You were already at 5 practiced. If you get
but it goes to proficiency, does it?
Yeah, if you get to 20, you go up to the next level. But that's not your pistol, so note it somewhere else. You got infinite notepads here if you want.
Okay.
You can delete that and just write
Oh no.
I'm 6 with pistol or something. So yeah, your damage with your pistol. 6. Oh, I thought I changed that. Oh well.
Change that.
It changed to G. I think you must have changed it as I was changing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I changed it to GG.
You're green because you're practiced.
Yeah.
And that's at who?
The guy behind the crossbow guy.
This guy.
Man, yeah.
And you want to do a bonus 2 damage to him as well.
Do I?
Because you got extra 2 successes.
I thought I used... Oh, then, yeah.
Yeah, not the
Sorry.
advantage
I used
for
my
successes.
advantage, yeah. Yeah, extra 2 damage to him.
Okay. So that ray gun, you maintain the beam on him, and it's just shredding through fur and then through skin and then through flesh. And you stop when you've got the smell of burning flesh and there's smoke coming out of him. And he looks like he should be dead, but somehow he's still standing.
Is he bloodied?
There is no blooded in this.
He's quarterized.
Oh.
Yeah, so you did 8 damage and he's just about still standing.
Okay.
So that's
Cool.
you. Arnold?
Okay. I'd like to move in behind Keanu. So my first move just to get out of harm's way from 1, 2, 3. And I'd like to shoot at the nearest guy, closest one.
Okay, he's technically not in cover. So you've just moved there, you haven't taken cover. Same with Keanu, you're not actually in cover because that takes an action, but you are
Okay, in that
behind
case
the wall.
I'll move and take cover then, and that'll be the end when I go.
Okay.
So the blue dice I've given Tom, that carries over to his actual next go, where he needs to roll again, is that right?
No, he would actually lose that if he didn't fire.
Okay, in that case, I'll shoot then.
Not in
I'll
cover
go
and shoot.
back so that I'm still in.
Yeah.
And then I'll shoot at this dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Tom.
it's only 1 green unless somehow you can get your pistol back, but you've got blue as well. And was it 2 purples? Long range rifle, yeah, 2
He's
purples.
right by me. Can I give him the pistol?
He could use an action to grab it off you, or you could use an action to give it to him.
I'm going to lose the blue, aren't I?
On
I
your
could use an action to give it to you and have it off my next turn.
yeah, on your next turn.
Is that alright?
You can have it.
Cool. Thanks for the
But
Sorry, baby.
you will only get it on Keanu's turn. So for this
Right.
turn, you'd have to fire the rifle.
Right, cool. In that case, I'll just shoot with the pistol.
With the rifle.
With the rifle, sorry.
Yep, 1 green, 1 blue, and 2 purple.
Okay.
Got him, baby. Yeah, Tom.
Yep, so that is a success with 2 bonus.
Whoop, whoop.
And you can mark off 1 point on rifle. That's the first time you've shot someone with a rifle.
Hooray.
And you could use that. Oh, sorry. You could use that the feeling of shooting someone with a rifle for the first time to give yourself 1 morale with that advantage if you wanted.
Give us up what, sorry?
1 morale.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yes, please.
With one of your advantages.
You could be like, yes, I hit someone with a rifle, and you feel slightly better.
Yeah, because I'm running a little short on morale. Cool.
And then it is crossbow guy, but it's not because he's dead.
Yeah!
Yay!
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch oh witch, shotgun witch. Crossbow.
Can you have this plate now?
Boop.
Making my legs cold. It's my turn, isn't it?
Yes, now that he's dead, it's straight to you.
Right. I'd like to propose that we capture one of these guys and put a translator in him
Cool.
for more information.
So we're not going to kill them both.
I don't think we should kill them both.
Cool.
I think we should kill another one and then try and stun the other one. And blah.
Well,
So what?
this guy's already been hit.
Great.
And this guy's fine. So maybe if we stun this guy because he's all right.
Mm.
Because I don't
We'll
think
kill
this
this one.
guy, since I've burnt a hole in his fur and stuff, I don't think he's going to be that
Right.
nice stuff.
Who's got stun? I've got stun because I've got Tom's pistol.
That's
So,
it.
can I can't hit. I'm too far away to hit this guy, aren't I? Pistol. Mid-range. How many squares is mid-range? Oh, here it is at the side. 2 to 4.
2 to 4, yeah.
Yeah, so I have no chance of hitting that guy that's miles away, even if I move close to him. Move closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. No, he's miles away. He's miles away.
When it says mid-range is 2 to 4 hexes, that's 2 to 4 hexes between the 2 characters, not including where you're standing. So short range would be so this is adjacent, Arnold and Keanu. That would be short range,
Yeah.
and any of those would be short range.
Yeah.
Mid range would be that 2 to
Or,
4 between. So just to
Yeah, okay.
just to clarify that, it's
Yeah,
number
yeah,
of
I
hexes
understand.
between. But yeah, so if you wanted to get into mid, 1, 2, 3, 4, you need to be here at the end of your movement. I'm not sure if you can make that.
no.
But to be honest, you might move yourself out of harm's way of the cannon, potentially.
Well,
So you get-
I might take this opportunity to do that. Do we check? Do we insight on them already?
No.
We haven't done perception.
Okay, I'll perception check them and then I guess I'll take cover. Because I can't really do a lot from here. Unless anyone's got any other suggestions.
Oh, go for it.
Okay. That's what I'll do then.
Yeah. Perception is just your perception skill, and the better you roll, the more information you get.
Okay. Just need to zoom in on my sheet. Right, what do I have? Perception. It's up top, is it? Ah, I get yellow and a green. Cool. I got 3 ticks.
3 ticks. Okay, you can see that these guys, they've all got brown fur. One of them has had his fur stripped away in certain places.
Dog.
The dead guy and the nearly dead guy are wearing this chain link. It's probably not even steel. It looks like it might be iron. So very heavy. So they must be very strong. You probably wouldn't want to get into like a wrestle type situation with these guys.
Right.
Plus the fact that they've got claws and teeth. And then the other guy who hasn't been hit yet, who was firing the cannon, he's got plate mail. And he looks like he's possibly been controlling this situation. The others could be subordinates of him. And he's got a sword on his belt, as has the other guy that's still alive has a sword on his belt.
So we want to probably keep him alive if we can, because he's probably the most senior.
Yeah. He's also the most skilled though. So I'm going to have to get a good hit on him on stun, then negotiate with him, I guess.
So stun also attacks the pain threshold. So if you shoot someone and don't kill them, and then get their pain threshold to 0 with a stun weapon, that is as effective as shooting them multiple times with the stun weapon and getting them to 0. All that matters is what type of damage you did when they went to 0. So if it was lethal, then they'll die. If it was stun, then they'll pass out.
That's what we want. We want to knock him out and put the chip in him.
Whereas you guys will pass out regardless.
Right.
Because you're player characters and you have special protection from deities.
Cool.
Yeah, I made myself a god. I'm not ashamed.
What this was all about all along.
Yeah, it's just to fuel my ego. I don't even care. Don't even care if you live or die. So you wanted to take cover.
What did I say? Yeah, I take cover.
Yep. So you don't need to move. You're in a good position already, but you can move 1 square if you want to take cover. 1 hex. Either way, you'll be in cover, and people shooting at you will get a black dice.
I'll stay where I am for cover. Yeah.
Okay. What now? The cannon goes off, and you're going to roll the luck dice. It flies through the gap, but because it's explosive and you're in kind of like a street, it hits the building behind you, and debris flies everywhere. Okay. So take it in turns. I don't mind who goes first. Those who are in cover, if you roll a 5 or lower,
18.
You will get hit, and those not in cover, if you roll a 10 or lower, and you haven't, you'll get hit. So,
You'd have 5.
So you only need to get higher than a 5.
No, Laura.
Oh.
15.
Yay!
8. Okay, you're all fine. There's a massive explosion behind you. The building that was behind you, it's just obliterated. It was made sandstone bricks, so there is a thick dust now. And you can clearly see well, you can't clearly see, but you can see inside the building now. The wall is just gone.
How thick is this dust? Is it everywhere? Can we sneak around in it?
On this next round coming up, you could move towards the building and probably get cover at least, if not invisibility, depending on how sneaky you are. And on the next turn, the dust will be everywhere, and you will just have to make a stealth roll on your turn to basically go invisible.
Oh.
That's a bit daft.
Okay, and this guy is going to draw his sword and run towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're quite fast.
Okay.
Because they're dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly the same here. He's pulled his sword out. This is the one in plate mail. This is the one that's nearly dead.
Okay.
They don't have ranged weapons, unfortunately. So, well, unfortunately for them.
Right.
So it's back to Laura.
Cool. I'm going to aim and shoot at this guy. Because we want this one alive, don't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll aim and shoot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 between you. So it's still long range.
Okay,
So-
but I'm going to aim, so I'll get a blue.
So just for you guys, for future battles, in this situation, you're behind cover, so you've got that as an advantage. But with a pistol at long range, it's 1 purple. It's 2 purple, sorry. Oh no, sorry, it's a
Purple and a red.
purple and a red, which is very bad because you can get a disaster on a red. If
Okay.
you move to mid or short, it's going to massively increase your chances. If you aim from where you are, you do get a blue, but the blue is the worst of the good dice. It's probably better not having a red than it is having a blue. But like I say, you'd have to move out of cover to do that.
Right, okay. So I want to be...
If you could
So I
get
wanna
to
get
short, I don't know how much movement you've got, but if you could get to like one of these 2 squares,
Where do I find out my movement?
it's near the bottom, near your weapon.
7, I've got movement.
5 plus 1 for each, 7. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and get a point blank.
So point blank is not good for pistols. It would be bad to be that close because they could just slap your weapon out of the way, maybe even grab it out of your hands.
But it's one purple for short.
The best range for short is the best range for pistols is short. Yeah,
Yeah, which is 1 hex between. Okay, I'll do that then.
yeah. So not completely touching.
Touching me, touching you.
So it's 1 purple, whatever your thing is, but you don't get a blue for
Excuse me.
aiming because you moved.
Yeah.
But you now are exposed to the other guy if he's not dead at the end. So that doing that stresses you out a bit. Like you are just running straight at a guy who's running at a sword and growling at you. So you lose 1 morale, but you shoot him and kill him because he only had 1 life left.
Yay!
Ooh, dead.
7.
And it is
Nice.
Arnold's go.
Cool. So I've got no stun weapon. I haven't, have I?
Oh.
No, you've currently got because you didn't swap weapons. So you could snatch the laser pistol from Keanu, and still have an action left to fire it. As long as Keanu didn't resist.
Okay. I think I'm going to aim and fire at this guy because he should be full health, isn't he? So we haven't hit him before,
He is full health.
and he's probably a bigger, badder, stronger one. So I'm going to go for that.
Cool.
Does it matter if we basically shoot at him until he's poorly and then stun him? Does he go stun?
Yeah, stunned.
We don't
As
have to
long
shoot
as
him with stun every time. We can just shoot him any old willy-nilly.
as
Yeah,
long
and
as
then
the
stun
last damage is stun.
Brilliant.
And
Okay.
if you wanted to use one of your actions, you could do a biology check to see how dead he looks.
Right.
Nice.
Cool.
For the biologists among you.
Well, I'll just okay. So I'm going to shoot him. So I'm with the rifle. So it's long distance, is it? I've lost the blue, haven't I? I've lost the advantage.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 between you. So yeah, with the rifle, mid range is the best. So if you were 2 to 4, you'd have a very good chance of hitting.
In that case,
Or you can stay where you are and aim, and you'd have an extra blue. But losing a purple is probably better than having a blue.
Right, in that case, I'll move 1, 2, 3. Is it 5 I can move?
It's different for everyone. I'll have a look for you.
Oh, thanks, sorry.
6.
Oh, cool. 6.
Yep, so
Cool.
that's definitely mid. 3 hexes between you.
So I'm going to roll against 1 purple. Is that right?
1 purple, 1 green.
Ooh.
So it's
Right.
equal chance of hit and miss, really. Oh, so you miss, but you can gain a morale if you want, or give a bonus die to someone as you. It was a near miss.
So you can gain a morale to be pretty low.
I've got 4, but it's more important to this guy, out, isn't it? So I'll give you a bonus.
Thank you.
Good roll,
Okay,
my
so it was close enough to him that he's like had to move more out in the open to dodge the bullet.
Sweet.
So
Yeah, this guy's intimidated by someone coming up with a pulsar rifle that he's never even heard of that technology or even imagined it. It's not even seen Star Trek. I was trying to think of a dog-related Star Trek pun, but I failed.
Because you don't even watch Star Trek.
I don't know.
I can't even think of any like dog-like races in Star Trek.
No,
All I can think of is like tribbles. Like stay out of tribble. That's what I've got.
He's that famous Klingon, Lieutenant Worf.
Oh god.
That was a stretch.
Aren't we? Stretching the whole a bit there.
So you're moving and shooting.
Yeah, I'm getting up here.
If
What's
you've got one more move, you can get short range and get the best with.
I think I moved my maximum was 6.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
it? So I think I moved my
No,
maximum.
your maximum's 5.
Oh well.
You didn't put any in the athletics.
Oops, I'm over
You
here.
can move through people, you just can't land on them. So
Oh,
if
really?
it helps.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I don't know how you got there. You were here, I think? Oh, no, you were here. Yeah, so
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, so you could be here. You could actually end up in Times Square, but because you can't occupy the same square in battle / hex.
Right. Mid range with a laser pistol. Set to stun.
Just done.
He hasn't been hit yet, so but stun damage is the same as.
Set to fucking maim. Pistol, 2 purples for mid range. About I have a blue. Extra. Where are my purples at? 1, 2. Am I green or am I yellow green? Go.
Your weapons are all green until you've done the right amount of hits. Remember to mark off your hits because I won't be keeping track of that. It's up to you guys.
Sure. Okay, here we go. Oh, smashed it. Suck on that, rude boy.
So
Nice.
you did massive amounts of damage. Did you say stun?
Yeah.
So your one disadvantage, you can give the next person a black dice, or you can lose a morale. Black dice is the opposite of the blue dice.
No, I'll lose a morale.
Yeah, you got loads.
All of them.
All the morale. So you can do 3 bonus damage on top of your 6 damage for your gun. I'm guessing you would like to do that 3 bonus damage.
Yeah.
Okay. As you've noticed, this guy's got plate mail. So the laser, the first initial... did we decide if this is a laser bolt or a laser beam?
I don't think we decided, actually.
Up to you guys, but some of it is absorbed by the plate mail.
Does it matter if it's a bolt or a beam?
No, just for descriptive purposes.
Oh, I guess. I want a pew pew. I'll have a bolt.
Okay, so yeah, you can see like a circle hole in his plate mail, and some of the metal around that hole is still burning from where it absorbed the impact, but there's a hole into him as well, and he's now bleeding out of that hole.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not good for him.
Oh.
He's not dead though.
We don't want to kill him, we just want to...
Oh, this guy is though. He can come out of the initiative order. Okay, his turn. Right.
I'm closest, bullet.
Yep. He's going to run in and attack with his sword. So how melee combat works, if you go back to the combat rules area, do you have a shield, Arnold?
Shield.
Whips out the shield on his Swiss Army knife.
I do have a compass. Will that help anyway?
So currently you're holding in both hands a pulse rifle. So your hands are full. So he is a purple and an aqua, plus his proficiency in his sword, which is a green and a yellow.
Oh dear.
So yes, and anyone that fires at him while you're still in melee with him will upgrade a purple to a red, meaning that if they get a hash on the red dice, they hit you instead.
Oh.
So while you're still touching, like within touching distance of each other, there's a chance that one of your allies could accidentally shoot you.
Right.
Unless they also go into melee, and then they won't accidentally hit you. Unless for some reason they've got a red dice in that battle. Okay, so yeah, and he gets a blue because your hands are full, and you if you've got free hands, it's a bit easier to dodge and block. You don't necessarily want him to slice his sword through Kelly's rifle while you're borrowing it.
Yeah, I'd be really pissed off.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I thought that yellow was a blank then, but no, 3. So he's going to he's going to have a black dice on his next attack. Actually, he's going to... Yeah, I'm going to say that his attack left him a little bit open. He's like charged in, 2 hands swung this sword, done a big amount of damage to you, but he's left himself a little bit open. So the next person who attacks him will get a blue dice.
Ooh.
So that's the disadvantage dealt with. He's succeeded with 2 bonus damage.
Oh dear.
And he is using a 2-handed medieval sword. So it is a total of 6 damage minus your defense, so 4 damage on your pain. Yeah.
4 dice, so I'd take the pain tokens, yeah.
4 pain tokens, yeah. Flip them over if you can. the middle mouse button, or F, I think it is. Quick click and drag is one, and a long click and drag is the whole stack.
Cool.
Yeah, so if you click and immediately move your mouse away, it'll just take one, but if you hold it there, it'll take them all.
Right.
And that is his turn. He moved and attacked.
What a prick.
Back to Laura.
Okay, so I haven't got stun, so I don't want to shoot him. But I do have a bronze tip spear. Would I be able to use that to sort of, if I move around the back of him, could I use that to like sweep these legs from out from under him, so like knock him on the ground?
So changing weapons is going to be one of your two actions.
I'm not changing though because it's in my left hand, so I've already got it out.
Oh, that's a good point. You did actually write down that it was. So I'm going to give you a black dice because you are right-handed, presumably.
Okay. But I get a blue dice as well, though, don't I?
You're the next person to attack, so yes, you get blue dice. So you're going to move and attack.
Yep.
Okay, so you.
But I don't want to. I'm going to be behind him.
Okay. Do you have enough movement to get there?
Yeah, I've got 7.
Without triggering an opportunity attack from him.
Yeah.
So if you go next to him.
I got like around him, like around here.
So if you don't touch any of these squares, hexes, that's fine.
So,
yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. So I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him off balance a bit.
You could do stun damage by hitting him with the blunt part of the spear.
Yeah, I don't want to hit him with like the thingy, but with the handle.
That's going to be half because it's not designed to do that. If it was a club maybe, or a hammer of some sort, but with a spear.
So I either want to sweep his legs so he lands on the ground, or just hit him on the head with it. Either.
Okay. What I'll say then is there's no dice for. There's no like range dice for this. It's based entirely off strength when you do a melee.
Okay.
Unless it's like a katana, then I might be persuaded to do it off dex. But yeah, most melee weapons are going to be strength. So if you wanted to specifically sweep his legs, I would upgrade one of the difficulty dice. So if you just want to hit him anywhere on his body.
Yeah. I'll just try and hit him.
I'll
try to hit him on the head.
And bear in mind, I hope I'm not giving too much away here, but you are hitting him with the blunt end of a spear and he's wearing plate mail.
On the head, though? Has he got a helmet on?
Yeah.
Sweeping his leg seems like a good option just to try and knock him off. Get him on the floor, then you can hold the thing over him and be like...
And we can maybe not kill him and not even stun him and get him to submit.
Yeah. Okay. Could I try and sweep his legs without using the spear and just using my leg?
Kick him.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
You could try.
I'm wearing getting an upgraded dice because then I'll have a black and I'll have a red, and I could hit someone else.
Well, you could hurt someone else with a very weak attack, basically. The maximum damage you're doing is 2 if they've got no defense.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And like I said, this guy's got plate mail. You know that each of you has 2 defense as well, so it's not going to damage you.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah, I'll go for the leg sweep then.
There's a chance that even if you hit, you won't do any damage. So by going for the leg sweep, and you might not do any damage, but you might knock him down.
Yeah, I'll do the leg sweep.
Okay, so you've got the blue, and then your strength is just going to be green because you haven't got any. You're not like. Cause I'm weak. You didn't hit the gym. Didn't do leg day.
Leg day.
So He has a melee weapon, but not a shield, so it's a purple and a black. And then you're going to upgrade that purple to a red because you're specifically targeting one of his body parts. That would work the same with a gun as well. If you want to target a specific part, upgrade the difficulty. Kelly, is there any way you can be on camera?
Yeah, sorry. Tom, if you move up slightly, I'll move up slightly. We might have a better chance of me staying on.
Yeah, you're bang in the centre of your part of the camera now. Perfect. Is that your roll?
Yeah, it didn't go well.
So you failed. If you fail with 1 or fail with 3, it's just still a fail. So you tried to sweep his legs, and you don't have anywhere near the strength to knock this guy even off balance.
Right.
But you have 2 advantages. So you could encourage an ally or give a bonus dice to a specific person, or you could use them as 2 separate level 1 advantages.
Which is regain one morale, give next player a bonus die. Okay, so could I... Okay, I'm going to give... so I could either regain 1 morale and give a bonus dice to someone else, or I could give anyone a bonus dice, or encourage an ally. I couldn't do encourage an ally and give a bonus dice.
No.
So it's all, is it?
So the only way you could do 2 actions is to give yourself a morale and the next person to attack a bonus dice.
Okay, I'll do that then. So
Yeah.
So Tom can have a bonus dice and I'll get a morale back.
Okay, grab yourself a blue, Arnold.
Sorry.
Laura's giving you a blue.
Oh.
Okay, and it is you now. Most likely you're going to want to get out of melee with him so you can use a ranged weapon. But I will point out that having another person in there with you, for every other person that's in melee with you, you get a blue. So Laura's now committed to melee attacking. So if you attacked melee, you would get a blue from Laura being there, and basically he's got to concentrate on 2 people trying to punch him, stab him, kick him, whatever.
Yeah.
The same.
Has he got a plating on his doggy bit?
A cod piece. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Full plate.
Dog piece.
Because I don't have a stun weapon and we want to stun the guy, so it really depends. Can I run a...
you could still grab at any point you grab the pistol from... but then you would be shooting a pistol at melee range, which has danger.
I'll do that then. I'll grab the pistol off Keanu, set to stun, and shoot at him.
Did you hear Steve say there's extra danger using the pistol because you're in melee range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we need to stun him, don't we?
We do need to stun him.
Because if I attack him, I could kill him.
Okay.
Don't have to.
Keanu, are you happy being disarmed?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
You can similarly on your turn grab the pulse rifle back.
Cool.
And pistol whip that bitch.
Yeah, so your one action is grab the pistol and your second action is to shoot the pistol. So shooting a pistol at melee range is a purple and a red.
Red.
And you've got the blue dice.
Yeah. And then I've got...
Your pistol proficiency is 2 green.
Right. That's a whole lot of dice.
Yeah, it can get ridiculous late game.
Go get it, baby.
Right. Uh-oh.
Oh, that last roll where the green fell off wasn't enough, but yeah, when that's all resolved, you end up with 1x. So you miss him with the pistol.
Cool.
And you're not in melee combat, so you can't provide a bonus to Laura. In that way.
Okay.
Yeah, if all three of you were to go around, you'd get 2 blue when you melee attacked.
Right.
If all three of you were deciding to melee. Similarly, if they all meleeed you, you'd have to roll blacks for every one of them that joined the melee.
Cool.
Right. Okay. Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to snatch the pistol back and shoot the stun.
Right, I'll give you the pistol back.
Thank you.
You're just going to trade this one pistol everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm shooting him. No, I'm shooting him. So you're actually the optimum distance for pistols there.
Yep. So one purple,
one
2
purple,
green.
2 green. Yep.
Let's do this.
But before you do that, because they're in melee range, you need to upgrade it to a red, because there's the danger you could accidentally shoot them.
Oh. Instead of a purple, it's a red.
Yeah, instead of a purple.
You know how I use my spear to sweep his legs? Does that count as a use towards the proficiency?
So you want to become proficient in martial arts. Why did you roll that again?
It's terrible. You guys were chattering, so I thought I'll have another go.
My eyes were still functioning. That's a miss, but not a disastrous miss. Nothing happens there. You could keep track of successful melee hits and have like a proficiency in martial combat. Yeah.
Cool.
Did you hit though? No.
I can't remember. Did I not?
I said that you didn't have the strength to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just checking. Sorry.
But yeah, I think martial's on there. If not, we'll add it to the character sheet.
Cool.
There you go. No, there isn't a section for melee. I'll add a section for the proficiency in melee weapon. Actually, no. Revise that. You can get practiced in strength if you get 5 hits with a weapon or with your body.
Okay.
In the same way that you would get proficiency in weapons.
Cool.
You just become stronger from hitting people continuously.
Okay.
So he's going to get another go. I think he's going to go for Laura because she's actually in melee combat. The others have pulled ranged weapons, which seem to be ineffective, and he's going to turn around and go melee and give himself more of a chance of doing damage. So that's going to be a yellow and a green. And then you are holding a melee weapon, aren't you? So that's a purple and a black. Oh, he triumphs.
What?
Yeah.
That does not look like a triumph to me. That looks like that's on a slant.
Hold Alt on it.
Oh.
Okay, out of the triumph. Oh, damn.
One disadvantage, so the next person to attack will, again, because he's gone full blown into this, he's left a weak spot, so you'll get a blue dice, whoever attacks him next.
Me.
But a triumph, it's gonna... Right, let me look at the triumph on your thing. I can ignore your defense, or I can have a pivotal moment to change the battle. I'm just going to ignore your defense. Try to flip the table. Oh.
In protest.
Oh, Skelly disappeared.
if you look at my left arm, if it's in shot.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Oh, I thought that was your hand. I now see it's a foot.
Doing a weird wave.
He's got really short fingers. Not going to say anything. Don't give him a complex. So yeah, I'm going to ignore your defense and do his full 6 damage. No, not 6. How many successes did I get? 5. Triumph counts as a success. So I get 2 bonus. Yeah. 6. Yeah, I was right. 6, but you get a blue dice against him.
Damage? What? So I get 6 damage, was that?
6, and you can't use your defense. Yeah.
This guy's a prick.
You did massive damage to him, and then he just kind of clinging on to life.
Stun.
Stun.
What's Laura doing with him?
She just got
Being beaten
eaten.
to death at the minute.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Do you want to grab the stun pistol as well? Give it a go.
Don't know if I can from where I am.
We can throw it. It'd be like
Oh.
piggy in the middle or doggy in the middle.
Should I, oh, I don't know what to do here.
Use harsh language.
I get a blue dice if I attack him.
Hmm. If you don't,
Should
that
I-
blue dice will go to the next person. He's just left himself exposed. It's not like when you pass.
Ah, okay.
So you don't have to use that.
I won't. What I might do is then, I might just get out of his melee range. Since you both got the stun weapon and you're right next to each other, you don't have to use a movement to get it. So maybe I'll shimmy around here and pick up the sword that this guy's got.
Yeah, that's going to be both your actions to do that.
Is that okay with everyone?
It's alright with me.
Yeah.
Is the other... Wait, yeah, that's the sword
I've
guy.
accidentally lifted him up. I don't know how to tip him over. Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna head over to Swordman then and pick up your sword. Over here.
You're all drunk.
And I'll pick up your sword.
Okay.
Have you got a card for your sword?
I have not. It is two-handed sword with 4 damage. And you will need your strength to use it. And it is probably too heavy for someone who has 0 strength. So I'll give you a black die when you use it, because they're bigger than you, they're much bigger than you and stronger than you. And they need 2 hands for it.
Cool. Send them I go then.
Okay.
Cool.
Right, come on then, Tom. Snatch the pistol,
Right.
stun the bastard.
Right. Grabbing the pistol. Right. I'm going to aim. No, sorry, that's one of my things, isn't it? So I'm just going to shoot with stun.
So purple and a red.
Purple and a red.
You get the blue dice from his previous over
I get a green
exuberance. 2 green for pistol.
Cool. Pew, 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 pew. Right. Daddy wants some new shoes. Oh, for
So you fail, but you have 1 advantage.
Missed, did you? Oh.
So do you want to recover a morale or give a blue dice?
I'll recover a morale. What was the option? Sorry, recover a morale or...
Give a blue
Blue
dice.
Oh, I'll give her a dice, sorry. I'll give you a blue, Kelly.
Thank you.
And I'll just speed things up by giving you the laser pistol back. Right.
Right, let's go.
You got the blue dice?
Yeah,
I got a blue dice, I got 2 greens, and I got a red.
Oh, yeah, it's hidden under the green.
yeah. Purple. No.
No, I need a red.
Cool.
Okay, so that is 2 ticks cancels out by 2 crosses and 2 pluses. You got 2 advantage.
Woo.
Hit him.
You did not hit him.
I did not hit her! I did not!
I don't get that reference.
So, advantages. Well.
You're as good at rolling in this as you are in D&D.
At least I'm consistent. Well,
I meant that as the whole party as well, not just you.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad you're not just singling me out.
He did manage to take out the 2 guys pretty easily, but this guy's giving you a headache.
Because we don't want to kill him.
Yeah,
We could just kill him.
that is true. So your 2 advantage, you can give someone a morale, or give anyone a dice, or choose the next person to get a dice and yourself gain 1 morale. Those are the 3 options. Unless you think of something else you want to do that costs about the same as that. Don't forget you 2 have still got fate tokens if you want to just guarantee yourself a hit, but take the risk of having your floor triggered.
yeah, cool.
Who's next? Can I give Tom a bonus dice if he's going to try and stun him? Laura, what are you going to try and do? What are you doing over there? Do you want
I don't know at the minute because I
You want-
can't.
dice about it?
Can we try and implant it without actually knocking him out? And just fucking just like attacking him and try and stick it in him? Because then we can say, we mean you no harm after just killing 2 of his mates.
Yeah, it takes a while to download the language, like you saw with the phalanx. It has to, basically it taps into their visual cortex, and when they think of something and think of the word of that thing, then the AI learns that word.
Right.
So it takes a while to build up a dialogue database.
Yeah, it's good to do us no harm, is it? And at least we're not wasting a turn.
Yeah.
Unless you can think of something else. What else have you got anything else, Laura, that could be?
Got any skill checks you want to do? Or...
Can we check his health to see where he is to actually know if we're close or not?
Yeah, Laura's your medic, so she might be the best
Hello.
at doing that.
Sweet.
Yeah. Would that be biology roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a biology roll then because I'm mastered in that.
So who's getting the bonus dice?
Oh, I don't mind.
Either Tom or Kelly.
I'll give it to Tom because he's
I'm
gonna
shooting.
actually shoot.
Right,
Okay, yep.
And do I get a morale back?
No, if you'd give it to Laura, you would get a morale because that's the next person.
I see. That's fine. I don't mind. I just don't want to.
So there's no dice here. Just the better you roll, the more information you find out.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, you mastered in biology.
I am indeed.
Excellent. Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, we saw.
Oh.
So he's pretty badly injured, but the laser somewhat cauterized the wound, so he's not bleeding out.
Okay.
That's as much as you can tell. Badly injured, but not bleeding out.
Right. So I'm going to grab the...
Oh, Laura's got a second action.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Guys. Kick him in the nuts, Laura, from behind. You might be able to go under the cup.
The only other thing I'm good at is dexterity, but I'm not really sure how that can be handy. Could I try and use dexterity to grab his sword off him?
You could just do some yoga.
You could definitely grab his sword, but grab his sword off him is a different matter. He's much bigger and stronger than you are.
Okay, I'm going to try and grab his sword then.
I pity the fool.
Yeah, basically, you might do enough to be a distraction and give him a black dice when he attacks.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That is going to be 2 purple.
Come on.
Ooh,
Triumph.
Way.
So you're not going to ignore his defense. So you can do a pivotal moment. So you can somehow get him to drop his sword. Maybe you startle him. Even though you're not strong enough to rip it out of his hands, he wasn't expecting you to do that, and he drops it.
Nice. Can I kick it away as well?
You can't, but Tom could, because it's his go now.
Cool. Could the 3 of us pin him to the floor?
Kinky.
Does anyone have strength?
I have no strength.
I 1 practiced. That's it.
It's unlikely.
All right, let's stun the bitch. Right. Okay.
Stun him.
So
Stun him. Stun
can
him.
I? Oh, because I can either kick it away, and then I can't do anything else. His sword, but then I can't get the pistol off you and shoot it.
Get the pistol and shoot
All right,
it.
I'm gonna give it a go one more time.
Come
Oh
on.
look.
Come on, Mama.
Right. Okay, same again. Come on.
Yeah.
Is that good?
No.
you got 1 advantage, so you can regain a morale or give a blue dice.
Yeah. I'll give you advantage.
Give me a
I'll
blue
give you.
dice.
I'll give you a blue dice, and you can try again.
I'll try again.
There you go, baby. Give you a pistol back.
Fucking Christ.
You don't see Han Solo doing this, do you?
Hands duo. He's always with Chewbacca.
He did actually say, "Can I borrow that bowcaster?"
Yeah, he did in the. He borrowed his gun. He borrowed Chewie's gun. He's like, I like this gun.
Yeah, go for it, Gilly. This should be a success with the dice that you've got.
Yeah, but I've rolled these dice like so many times.
Statistically. 3 advantage. What would you like to do with 3 advantage? You can give him a black dice.
Stun it! That's what I want to do!
You can give him a black dice or notice something important.
Is there something important to notice? Apart from the fact that we are
Oh.
just fucking going in circles.
If you,
Hasn't he already got a black dice because he's dropped his sword?
he's got teeth and claws to attack with. They won't be as strong as this 2-handed sword, but they'll still hurt.
Might as well try noticing something then, because it might
Yeah.
give us a little.
Because
let's
it
see.
might,
Weakness in his armour or something.
Important.
because it might put the DM under pressure.
If there's nothing important to notice, you can just say we won't judge you. We'll just pick
What
something.
kind of DM would I be if I wasn't able to drag out sentences, stalling while I think of something? Something important. Yeah, there just happens to be a loose brick above his head in the remains of this wall.
Cool.
Even I'm impressed with that. If you could see my smug grin now.
I can imagine.
Okay.
Directly above his head.
Just happens to be directly above his head, yeah. But it's his go now.
Oh.
He's going to take 1 action to pick up his sword because nobody kicked it away.
Oh.
And then he's going to attack Tom.
Oh, Tommy.
I mean,
Tommy dead.
Arnold. So you didn't give him black dice. I'm going to put that one away. So what are we looking at here?
I'm still unclear on the significance of the brick.
It's above his head,
I'm gonna.
and it's
I'm gonna shoot the brick.
huge.
It's gonna drop on him.
Is it like the wooden
Is he going to
spoon?
fucking kill him though?
It's a huge city wall sandstone brick.
Oh, so it could kill him.
It could. There might be a luck dice roll in that.
No, look, bloody hell. Probably kill him and all our families.
Okay, so
Why can't we stun this guy? Why is everything so hard? Oh!
so you're empty-handed currently now, aren't you,
Who?
Arnold? You gave your pistol back, and presumably you've dropped the rifle at some point.
Correct. But I do have my trusty Swiss Army knife.
In your pocket.
So what I'll do is I'll quickly whip it out and I can catch his blade between the scissors. I'll cut his nails. And then he can't slash me.
No, just because if you have free hands, it's better for you. If your hands were full, you'd struggle against his sword. But if you've got 2-3 hands, you've got options at least. Oh, he just about hits with a disadvantage. So exactly the same as before. He's going to leave himself open and give the next person a blue dice if they attack him directly. But his damage is 4 minus your defense, because he has no bonus successes this time. So your defense is 2.
4 minus 2, 6.
No, 2. Good job Minnie's not here. She would tell you off for that.
You would?
Minnie.
Minnie.
With her masters. She's got a masters.
Hey.
Okay, we're back to Laura now.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna try and aim and shoot at this loose brick, and hopefully I'm close enough to it that it blows it into smaller chunks that just knock him out and don't kill him.
Okay, so you're going to have to use an action because you're holding a sword and a spear somehow.
No, the sword's like in my pocket.
You ran all the way around, picked up the sword and holstered it in one turn.
Popped it in my pocket.
A 2-handed sword.
200 sword in my
It's
pocket.
as big as you.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's say you've dropped the sword.
Okay.
So that's, yeah. Your second action will be to shoot the thing.
Hang on, so it was dropping the sword in action?
Changing from the sword to the pistol is going to be an action.
Can we just pretend that I didn't pick the sword up?
It was a very bad idea to pick up the sword. It was creative, and if you had lots of strength, it would have been a very good idea. But for the medic to run and pick up a 2-handed sword in the middle of a battle, no.
Not doing the medic thing.
No, but we can't time travel.
I'm trapped. Can you heal me?
Can I heal you?
Yeah. So you see my big stack of
Oh, God.
You're struggling for things to... Oh, no, because you're shooting the thing, aren't you? Sorry, ignore me.
I was going to shoot the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I could try and heal you instead.
Don't worry about it, go for it. We need to stun this bastard.
Sure.
Yeah, if he's out of the fight, you won't take any more damage.
Yeah.
Unless you roll a disaster here and accidentally drop the brick on Tom.
So I'm not going to try and do. So I've got 2 greens for my pistol.
Yeah, it's medium range.
Yeah.
But you upgrade 1 because of the melee situation here. These 2 are still right next to each other.
The one's going to be a purple and a red.
So it's a purple and red, yeah.
Damn.
And now we know what's going to happen if it's a disaster on the red.
The sorry in advance, Tom. I don't actually mean to crush you. I just want to stun him.
Oh, what is with your rolls? Okay, you got one advantage and failed. Oh, well, you're not attacking him. So if Arnold does attack him, he's got a blue dice. So you could give him a second blue dice.
I will indeed do that, yes.
We need all the blue dice we can get.
Okay, so you've got 2 blue dice on this roll,
Right.
Arnold, if you take the pistol back.
Right.
Get him.
Right. God's sake. Right. Get the pistol.
Come on, baby.
Right. We're doing this. We're doing this.
I love how diligently you get the card every time. We all know what's happening.
Right. Come on.
What is that?
I don't know.
Okay. So you've got 2 crosses and 3 ticks. So you've succeeded. The question is, have you done enough damage to take him to 0?
Oh, don't piss on our bonfire.
Come on.
You've got 4 advantage as well. So
Yeah, whole thing. Fortunate event. He's stunned.
fortunate event, like he falls over or something like that, or you could damage his equipment, like his armor.
Or his codpiece.
Yeah, you could. I would let you say that his codpiece falls off if you really wanted that to happen.
Do I have to pick?
Or you could do two cost things or something like that. But yeah, for example, his armor being weakened before you take the shot might help.
Right. Yeah. I'll damage his armor then.
Okay, so his defense is reduced. And how much damage is the pistol?
The pistol causes 6.
Okay, this guy is stunned.
Yeah!
Yay!
Woo! After how many hours?
Yeah,
Finally.
I think we'll break here.
my God.
That's pretty much 2 hours, more or less. Yeah,
Can I
so
ask as well, how long is he stunned for?
we can play around with that. It's not a strict timeline. If you want to keep him stunned longer, you can zap him again. If you want to wake him up, you can splash water on his face. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go for a quick break.